That's right, kiddos. It's just me this week because Chris's camera is not on, but we'll fix it in a second. Until then, hello. Just look at this pretty face. Chris, don't mind fucking saying anything because...
Your pretty face is gone, too.
No, it's still there. You just can't see it, but they see it. I was supposed to go this week and get this dermatology shit done. I go all the way down there. I change my whole schedule around. I do all sorts of other things I really don't want to fucking do with life. And... I get there.
Okay.
You're still not there. You're right. You're still not there.
It's really bad when you're the face of the,
why?
of the organization.
Why is this a bad thing? I think it works perfectly fine this way.
You got that Hacksaw Jim Duggan thing going on.
Do I really?
Oh, yeah. You look just like Hacksaw.
I look like Hacksaw?
Oh, yeah.
Of all people, I look like Hacksaw.
Yeah, I mean, you don't look like you had a stroke or anything like Hacksaw does, but you look like Hacksaw.
You know, we're only like 2 minutes into this. We could always restart. But fuck that, you know? Fuck
we don't.
that.
That's not our style.
They should just get to look at me for a little while. This is a treat for the viewers to not have your ugly fucking face in view. Now, granted, not many people watch our YouTubes. So we're more of an audio show, but still, it's nice to know. Ah,
hey.
God damn it, you're back. All right, well, there's that fuck face if you guys are watching on video. Anyhow, I was so pissed this week, and I told you a story before we went on the air that I can't tell on air about my father getting banned from Applebee's.
Yeah,
and,
good stuff, too.
You're the man, but you know, calm down a little bit, Papa. Anyways, I could have went through a similar situation without the, racial overtones.
Right. There was no overtones there.
Anyways, I could have went through a similar situation this week. I scheduled a dermatology appointment because the shit on my face has grown and it drives me fucking crazy. I was looking at myself the other day in a picture and I'm like, God damn, I was handsome. And now I got all this red. It bothers me.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it.
That's it. No, it's not the 150 extra pounds. It's the redness on my face. All right. You can see through fat. It's
eczema.
No, I don't know what the fuck it is. That's why I need to go see a dermatologist. I've tried a bunch of homemade shit. I went through the process of giving myself the Amazon Google research kind of shit, and buying every cream in the world and rubbing it on my face and giving it a couple weeks, see if it worked.
Not working.
None of them work, so it's time to give up and go see some fucking dermatologist.
Yeah, it's even on your forehead now.
No, yeah, it's everywhere. It's fucking awesome. Yeah, every time. Like I said, every time I see Evo, hey, bro, you got AIDS? Is a monkeypox, motherfucker? I don't want to put up with that anymore. So I scheduled a dermatologist. I get all the way down there. It's all the way in Norwood for you that don't live around Cincinnati area. That's about a 15-minute, 20-minute drive. It was at a time I'd usually be sleeping. So I wasn't happy to be going anyways. I don't want to go to a fucking dermatologist.
They take forever to get into, by the way.
Yeah, they're months out. This was booked was booked a month and a half ago.
Yeah.
So I get all the way there. Lady looks at me and she goes, "Oh, we tried to call you earlier. The doctor called off today." I'm like, "Oh, tried to call me earlier." So I thinking, well, she might be right. I don't answer my phone. I looked at the thing and it was a number from Maine. I'm like, "Is this you?" That was the only missed call I had all day. It was from Maine. Like, you guys call from Maine? And she's like, "Oh, no, our number is this." I was like, "Well, then obviously you didn't call." And
yeah.
I was like, and I didn't have any voicemails today, so there was no voicemail left. And she just looked at me. "Well, we called. Would you like to reschedule?" And I wanted to fucking lose my shit.
Basically, you're like, fuck you.
Yeah.
We don't have to call.
Exactly. And I really wanted to lose my shit, but I didn't. I held it together. I rescheduled. I'm going there Thursday again. But there's times in life where I can see you fucking losing it. You could be like that fucking psycho that broke into the FBI building downtown.
Oh, yeah.
Just,
weird shit's been happening in this town.
You think a
lately.
nail gun is going to get through that's what he brought. He brought a nail gun and an AR-15. And I guess his goal was, we'll never know because the cops killed him, as they should because he was shooting at them. So fuck that guy. Anyhow, he brought a nail gun and an AR-15, and he, I guess, thought that if you fire a nail gun and have bulletproof glass, the glass breaks, and then you get through that, and now you can kill everyone with your rifle?
Yeah.
Is that a thing?
I wouldn't think so.
Right?
But I would think that the AR-15 would go through the glass.
No, it's bulletproof.
Well, yeah, there's a lot of bulletproof things, but certain caliber rifles can get through any.
AR-15's not that tough. It looks tough, but it's not as, we're not talking about a 50 caliber gun.
Well, I guarantee you the AR-15's coming out at a higher velocity than a fucking nail gun.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I can't think of why he thought a nail gun would work.
Well, maybe because he thought it's sharp at the end.
I've never done the research. I don't know. Maybe nail guns are supposed to do that, but either way, it just seemed fucking weird. Anyways, dum-dum got chased out, went up 71, ended up in Clinton County somewhere in a cornfield shooting out with the cops, and then got murdered.
He didn't get murdered.
Well, you know what I mean. He's
Yeah,
dead.
he's dead.
He's dead as shit. And
Well, it's the kind of people that should be dead as shit.
he's a proud boy.
I mean, what was he trying to do?
He was mad. He was upset that the FBI raided his buddy Trump's house at Mar-a-Lago and looked in his file. You know, because
And they found shit, too.
Well, I think Trump just took a bunch of shit out of the White House he wasn't supposed to.
Yeah. Well, they said that he even had somebody on the inside that delivered him shit after he was out.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's fucked up. I don't know the details about the Trump thing, nor do I really care all that much. But the people that are mad about it are really cracking me up. You know, you get a bunch of those fucking assholes out there just
Crazy.
just stirring the pot. You know, the Marjorie Green Taylor, whatever that fucking Karen.
Taylor Green, yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to learn her name. You know, I've Marjorie.
Well, you had it. You just had it backwards.
Well, and I'll keep it backwards.
Yeah.
It's fine. She don't deserve right name.
People are nuts, dude.
Anyway, she's out there saying, you know, defund the FBI, which whatever, that's fine. But then the people calling for the Civil War over Trump's house getting looked at, they're insane. Well, I guess this guy was one of them, and he was going to go and kill a bunch of FBI people for it. That was his plan.
Well, that would really help the situation, wouldn't it?
Oh, yeah. Well, maybe he thinks that... And he posted on Trump's... Because Trump has his own social media.
He does.
Yeah,
because Twitter kicked him off.
Well, everybody kicked him off. I think Facebook did also.
Yeah, but that's when he created his own.
Yeah, Truth Social, I believe is what it's called, or some shit like that. And I've never been on it, because why should I? But even though I kind of want to...
Well, they said there was like... The first day he launched it was like 100,000 people or something got on there.
Yeah, it's not huge.
Well, that was the first day.
Yeah. 100,000 is not a lot in the world.
In one day?
It's all right, I guess.
That's the fuckers that are storming the fucking Capitol building and all that shit, and the people we work with. Yeah. You know the ones.
The Buckeyes sell out in one day usually too, and that's 100,000 people. You know, so it is what it is. There, it's not a shit ton. Either way, I think we should maybe make an account.
I would.
We want to do a True Social with like a fake thing and just stir the pot and see what kind of results we have, and we'll tell everybody on the podcast.
I would love that.
That'd be fun.
The only thing is,
what's our name?
We got to think of a really anonymous name.
Yeah, and it can't be too obvious too.
No,
like it shouldn't be like Randy, because Randy sounds fake.
Well, Randy sounds like a Trumper.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I think it's the wrong name.
Daryl.
Daryl. There's a lot. We're Daryl. We have to be Daryl. We're Daryl. Where are we from?
We're from Lansing, Michigan.
Well, you know what? Now that I think about it, we probably should be from Cincinnati. Because those True Social people are all paranoid fucks. They might be looking at IP addresses and shit to see if you're from the right city. So if you make some shit up, they might just turn you off.
How about Daryl Natty?
Daryl Natty for the last name of the city?
Daryl Natty.
Do they use names like that?
Or do they just use their real names? I don't think anyone gets on any of those Twitter platforms and uses their real name unless they're famous.
I do.
You do?
Yeah. My Twitter handle is Jason Bauman. Because I don't have anything to hide. I'm not on there like saying. Well, no, but a
lot of people are on there to hide. A lot of people are on there saying, "Hey, you fucking suck. I hope your family dies."
Oh, they're
like that.
It's an awful form of communication. Yeah. Twitter is bullshit. I don't know how people.
I don't even have a Twitter anymore because I signed up and I
have one. I don't use it.
I said, okay, I'm going to follow this guy and this guy and this guy, this band and this comedian, whatever. And I started getting getting a message every time anyone commented on their sites.
Yep.
So all day long, my phone was just tweet.
Well, you can always just turn off notifications. That's not the problem. But the problem is Twitter's just fucking boring for the most part. Yeah. You can't say much. You can only say 144 characters or something like that. I don't know.
I always wanted to go on and just start butchering celebrities and see if I could get on mean tweets.
You would never make it.
But I can think of some pretty fucked up shit to say.
Yeah, but so can other people. Yeah. If you go to any of the celebrities, just people being mean to celebrities. It's kind of.
I think I'd come up with one.
You think you'd break through?
Because some of them, you watch the Jimmy Kimmel show and you listen to some of the
You really want to be the guy
tweets.
that's just known for being really mean to celebrities?
Well, if it's a celebrity that deserves it.
Okay.
Like right now, even though I have never been a LeBron hater, kind of hate him now.
Nah, you've been floating in that territory for a long time.
No, I've always been a Jordan guy.
Well, no,
I mean, that's the argument.
I'm not talking about basketball skills. I'm just talking about personality-wise. He kind of...
Well, you know my theory.
He's a super liberal, and he's super... You know, he talks a lot. So that's right up the theory of kind of people that you don't like. So
the kind of people I don't like are the kind of people who were paid to do one thing. And, you know, if I want to see LeBron, he better have a basketball in his hand. I don't want to hear his political views. Just like I don't want to go to a concert and hear their political views.
That's stupid, though. That'd be like anytime you talk or say anything, you're like, hey... If you ain't telling me what a Horn I-12 is, then shut the fuck up.
People aren't paying a lot of money to see me deal.
Well, no, but they're not that's not the problem. He's not on the basketball court telling you about anything.
Well, and you know
he doesn't
what?
in the interviews. You stick a mic in his face after the interview. His job is done. His job is on that court. He's already did it. He's already dribbled the basketball and entertained the people.
Well,
you know what I
true.
mean? Now, if you ask him anything off that court, now this is in his personal life, and he can do
Well, I
whatever
guess
the
you're
fuck
right
he
there.
wants in his personal
Now,
life.
that does
I've
differ from
I've
concerts.
never liked that.
That differs from rock concerts because they will do it while they're on stage.
That's annoying.
Yeah.
I agree. That is annoying, and that's coming from, even if I'm agreeing with them, I'm just like, cool. Preach to the choir some more.
I'm losing my buzz here, fucker. Start singing.
I don't care about that part, but athletes are different. I mean, unless I could understand if maybe a football player went out there and, they're stupid kneels or whatever. Who cares about that? But let's say they're in the middle of the game and they score a touchdown and they go grab a sign out of the audience that has some like political message. Like I could get it. Like, shut the fuck up, dude. But if it's 7:30 at night and your game was over at 4 and you post a tweet about something,
it just amazes
just you
me
living
how
your life.
how
All
many
of us live our
fucking
life.
stupid people in the country think that these athletes are like Rhodes Scholars and they're really wise and they're really smart.
LeBron didn't even go to college, but he is a smart dude. But either way, he didn't.
But these fucking idiots are taking these words of these athletes and going, I believe it 100% because he said it.
Well, that's been like that forever. That's why Charles Barkley had that
And that's why
commercial
I've
way
hated
back
it
in the
forever.
80s saying, I'm not a role model.
I love
that.
that.
And that was super controversial at the moment.
I loved it.
But it always made sense to me. Even I was young as fuck at that point.
I think he was a Phoenix Sun when he said it.
I'm not positive. I might have been. It was towards maybe the end of his career. It probably wasn't the 80s. It was probably the 90s.
Yeah, that's when he was a Sun.
Yeah, and I just remember the commercial, and I remember liking the commercial, and I remember everybody being upset about it. And when I say everybody, I mean the media made a big deal out of it. I don't know anybody personally that was angry. And I always agreed with him. But at the same time, I don't have any problem if an athlete speaks their views. I don't give a fuck. As long as it's not during the actual time they're playing, I'm cool.
I guess you're right there.
I just feel like everybody has a right to their own personal views. It's not LeBron James' fault that he has 30 million people that follow his every word. That's not his fault.
But you know what, though?
Like, he just got good at a sport.
He's worth $1 billion, but America let Brittany Griner down.
I don't care about that stuff.
But see, I do, because nobody, and we're supposed to be smart in this country, none of these fucking famous people can actually sit there and say, she fucked up. She took drugs into a fucking country that doesn't allow it.
Yeah, but we should have got her out.
How many Americans do you think are over there? There's more than one.
Yeah, we should get them all out, and we should also release all the people in America that are in jail for weed charges. It's very hypocritical to spend a lot of money to get someone out overseas that fucked up when you literally have people in America that are in life sentences for just weed.
They're in life sentences for just weed when they've been caught 150 fucking times.
No, there's a few cases in different states and shit like that are harder than others.
Guy was selling an ounce, and we're going to give him 20 years. That doesn't happen.
There was like a guy that had like a kilo, and he got life. A kilo of weed. I'm not sure how many ounces are in a kilo.
I don't either.
But either way, it's not enough where you should be in jail for life. You know what I mean? Like, and I don't care if he did get busted 50 times for selling weed. You shouldn't be in life for weed. You shouldn't have been busted the first time, and you definitely shouldn't be doing life.
And maybe I agree with all of that. The whole point is, if at this particular time something happens to be against the law and you do it anyway, then you're taking the risk yourself. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, but
I don't agree with all the laws.
After the laws changed, the people that were in there for that should also be taken out. It should be a swift thing.
After the laws changed, I agree with you.
Yeah.
Okay, it's not against the law anymore, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. And I just think if you're going to spend all this money to get her out of Russia, then you should probably release your own people, too. Like, it's very hypocritical to say, ooh, Russia, these evil people are keeping her in jail for just weed.
That's what they're all saying.
When you literally have probably, I don't know about 1 million, but probably 100,000 people in America in jail for just weed. So it's very hypocritical.
But let me ask you a question. You being a former pothead.
I'm a current pothead. I don't give a fuck anyways.
All right, let's say hypothetically, you and your family are going to take a trip to some foreign country. Mm-hmm. Wouldn't you at least at some point before you went Google what the laws were?
Oh, I wouldn't take a risk like that, no.
Of course not. No. She not only knew the law, she had a fucking guide who told her the law.
I'm not going to a country if I have to worry about it like that.
And it's insane that she got 10 years for a fucking vape pen. Absolutely insane.
Yes,
but
crazy.
Unfortunately, their country, their fucking laws.
Sure, but whatever. If we can get her out, why not? I don't.
Well, then let's get the other people out.
We should get the other people out. That's my whole point.
Yeah,
because that she's not special.
Because the 24 people that are watching WNBA games.
Yeah. That's the thing, is that's my view of this whole thing. I would love to get her out. I think it's absolutely wrong she's in jail for that long, because I think that across the board it's fucking shitty. But unless you're going to release them all, then why are we just focused on just one? There's just so many people that are in jail for this. We can't just say, oh, Britney should get out, but fuck all the rest of you. Just because she's a 6'7" lady with a jump shot. Like, that's not... And it's not the way it should work. Everyone should be freed.
I hope she gets out. The deal is that we have Russian prisoners that they want back.
They want some kind of big arms dealer, apparently.
Yeah, and we're going to give it to them.
Are we? I don't know. We haven't yet.
Well, but we're going to. That's the only way she's getting out.
Well, we might not get her out. Like, that depends.
I did think it was funny that somebody posted a meme that said, hey, congratulations, Brittany Griner. Some Russian team just signed her to a 10-year contract. That was funny.
Hey, man, if she can get out just to play some basketball in Russia, I would take it.
Well, that's what she was doing there.
Well, no, I mean, like, for the Russians.
Oh, yeah.
Like, all of a sudden, like, no, you're not free, but we'll let you live outside of the prison and play for the Moscow town. Or I can't fucking talk. I quit.
I was watching this fucking thing on North Korea. Mm-hmm. Some documentary on North Korea.
Yeah, they're weird up there.
They're not just weird. I mean, it was about this tourist that went to North Korea, and, you can't go anywhere without a guide and all this shit. There's been, like, literally, like, what'd they say? That year, there was, like, 8 North Koreans that were permitted to leave the country. Mm-hmm. And one of them was a chef in the biggest town in North Korea. He was sent by Kim Jong-un to Italy to learn how to make pizza.
Just to learn pizza.
Just to learn pizza.
That's kind of a good gig.
There's one pizza restaurant in the whole country of North Korea. It's located pretty close to the fucking... Supreme Leader's residence.
Well, he looks like he likes pizza.
And he was let out to learn pizza. All I'm saying is that the laws are fucking so fucked up in some of these countries. Man, you got to know what you're going into. She knew. Why? And she did it anyway.
If I'm that guy, I'm making a run for it once I'm in Italy.
That's what I'm thinking. But
I don't think most countries aren't going to extradite you to North Korea.
But he said, they interviewed him. They said, no, I'm treated like gold in this country.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is there is
the Supreme Leader loves me and knows my name.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, and you make him happy with your, make Fat Boy happy with the pizza.
Yeah. He goes, I have no reason to go anywhere else.
Oh shit, that guy's got it made. No, I'm not talking about the pizza guy. I'm talking about the Supreme Leader.
Anything he wants,
dude. That guy was born into this, had to do nothing, and it's just everything at his beck and call. Everything.
In the main square, there's a picture of his dad, his grandpa and his dad, Kim Jong-il and whatever the guy's name who founded it is. Mm-hmm. Anyone in there that passes by it has to stop at a vendor in front, buy a bouquet of flowers, and lay them under the statue, including tourists. You lay them under the statue, you step back, you bow, and then you can go on about your day.
They jailed people when his father died and they did the parade and shit. They jailed multiple people because they weren't crying. They had to go to jail.
Yeah.
Kill his family. He didn't fucking cry for me.
They had this tourist group on there from France. And
it's awful. I mean, I'm laughing, but it's fucking awful.
It's fucking crazy. They went to the War Museum, and they literally, these French people don't really like Americans anyway, but they're like, these guys literally rewrote history. Yeah. They rewrote history. They've lied to everybody that lives there about the war, the Korean War, and how it started, and I mean, America, I'm sorry, but America wasn't the instigator of that war. Mm-hmm. But if you're born in North Korea, man, America's the devil.
I don't know much about the Korean War.
Well, it was initially,
just say I know nothing.
It was initially started
I probably knew at one time, but
by North Korea. And they're brought up from the time they're born. America, launched the first bomb, and they did this and they did that, and America tortured and killed people, which is true. But
don't think America hasn't done that exact same thing. We just haven't been able to contain it because we're not as strict. We've always had outside world connections. North Korea cuts all that off. So just imagine if America was isolated so much where we just went by American history books and there was no internet to make you, to help you learn new things and everything else. The stuff that's actually taught in grades kindergarten through 5th grade is nothing but American indoctrination. Just fucking Thanksgiving by itself. Oh, yeah, we gave them a turkey, but you didn't include the fact you also gave them smallpox blankets and killed
a lot of them.
Yeah, and killed all of them, for the most part.
Yeah, you fed them, but you gave them a last meal before you slaughtered them.
And you're told, George Washington, Abraham Lincoln, the Honest Abe, or all that shit is such bullshit when you look into them.
See, what I still do is I still blame the Europeans for slaughtering the Native Americans. Yeah, they're Americans now, but they came over here as Europeans, so I blame them.
For the most part, you're not wrong. Those were just people,
Europeans. They're running from Europe.
Yeah, I mean, I went through about 3 generations deep. Now we're talking about Americans.
Yeah, you're right there.
And we still had some horrible people then.
Let's go. I'll even go.
That were slave owners.
2 generations. I'll do. I'll do. If you were born here on this soil, then you did anything fucked up. Now the Americans did it.
Now I'm just saying, like all countries are fucked up. North Korea just has that special ability to keep it inward somehow. By just cutting off the rest of the world completely. So all their bullshit flies because these people literally know nothing else.
And they can't leave. They're not allowed to leave.
No.
They're not allowed. They can't get any type of internet. The TV shows are all about him.
Yeah. I think Cuba tried to do that for a little while when they got bad. Because Cuba started good. I mean, like the original revolution.
Castro was a monster.
He was, but his initial mission and everything wasn't wrong. No. You know what I mean? They were trying to take it back for the people and everything, and then they got greedy and became
communist.
Yeah,
that's a pretty big stretch.
Well, no, they were always going to be communists, but the problem is they never ran their communism system like a communist system.
Right.
They were basically still just a dictatorship.
Right.
And that's the problem with. I always will argue that when people want to talk about political systems, that communism has never been given a 100% fair chance. But with that being said, neither is capitalism, neither is socialism. There's never been true anything that has existed because not the American people, but because the human race in general is just a greedy bunch. We won't let that kind of shit happen.
Right.
So to say that any system is wrong, I don't know. I've never seen any of them. They all work perfectly the way they're explained.
Oh yeah, but there's always red tape.
But in actual practice, who fucking knows? Because you've never actually seen it happen.
Well, it's a political hour.
Yeah.
Hey, I want to say something, and I hope he's not mad at me.
Who cares?
I hope he's not mad at me.
I hope he is.
Because I love Miggy.
Oh, Miggy?
Yeah.
Oh, Miggy's going to be mad at you?
I tell you all the time how talented he is. He's a great guitar player. He's a great singer.
Yeah.
He posted a acoustic cover of a Lane Staley tune.
Yeah, Alice in Chains.
Didn't like it.
Didn't like it?
No.
Why?
Because I don't think because people when they post a cover.
He wrote that song, but either way.
Yeah, he did.
No, the other guy. Yeah, never mind. Miggy Meat Sweats.
Yeah, Miggy Meat Sweats.
So he was really covering a Miggy Meat Sweat song.
Like I've heard Miggy on stage in his own voice.
Yeah.
He didn't sound like Lane Staley, but he tried really hard to.
A Nutshell?
Yeah.
When he did that version of it, the cover. That's the problem with most covers, I will say.
They try to sound like that guy.
People try to sound like the person.
No one can sound like Lane Staley,
no.
in my opinion. He's got one of those voices that's his and his own.
No, for sure. I mean, he was in tune and everything there. It was just, he's not going to sound like Lane Staley.
He's not.
And he couldn't do that chorus.
No, he couldn't.
The chorus was the problem.
And
the oohs are hard, though.
The guitar part was perfect.
I don't think that was
But
him.
that's not Lane Staley.
I could be wrong, though.
Oh, really?
I don't know. I don't know what he's fucking doing out
there. But
I
was listening to it going, I want to hear Nutshell saying the way Lane Staley sings it. Mm-hmm. And, you missed that part. Oh, you really missed that part. Oh, you cracked there early. If you're going to do a cover, do it in your own voice.
Yeah, I don't disagree, but that's kind of always been his thing.
Has it?
Is to try to hit the other voices and stuff and imitate them.
Well,
and he does a pretty good job of getting close to a bunch of different kinds, which is kind of hard in itself.
Very hard. And and Miggy's always in tune. He's on key.
Yeah, he can sing.
But you can't sing like Lane Staley. You're not him.
It's just a different voice.
Yeah.
No one can. I've yet to hear. Even the guy that replaced him tries it every once in a while, too, and that's why I only listen to that.
Right.
The new Alice in Chains, get out of here.
Right.
I don't care if the songwriter is still there. Jerry Cantrell wrote the majority, almost all the music and the majority of lyrics for Alice in Chains, even when Lane Stanley was in the band. Staley. I would say Stanley. I don't know if you picked up on that.
I picked up on it, but I'm still on you for accept.
I'm fine with that now. I've accepted that.
But I love Miggy. Talented guy. I rave over his talent all the time. Fucking phenomenal guitar player, great singer. You're not Lane Staley, bud. Stop.
Yeah, I agree that covers, you should make them their own. That's what Chris Cornell was always so good at. As he would do these cover songs, and he'd do Chris Cornell voice, though.
Right.
It would be great. Even though I'm not a Soundgarden fan, I love the guy's voice.
Yeah, me too.
And, but I think when you do a cover, you make it your own.
I love Soundgarden, not the other fan, the Audioslave. Wasn't a giant Audioslave guy, but always loved Cornell.
Audioslave was garbage. And I seen him live even, and I was happy to see Chris Cornell live, and I was happy to see, what's his name, Tom Morello live. And Tom Morello is going to play some solos that are going to blow your mind regardless of what songs they're playing. But as a band... Ugh.
I saw Tom Morello live, too.
Yeah, well, I've seen Rage also.
Yeah, that was a Rage show, but I mean, he stole it.
Yeah, and he didn't solo as much in Rage as he did. You know, it was more rock star solo kind of things.
No, but when you're at a Rage concert, you find yourself drawn to the guitar parts.
Of course.
Just listening to him.
It's the only part that's worth the shit in the band.
How flawless he is.
Their drummer and their bassist are nothing.
Yeah.
And then the singer, you know, who cares about that? But Morello made that band.
All right, so I haven't been laid in 12 days.
All right, what are we going to do about this?
I don't know.
You think it's because you got a hairy butthole?
No. I do have the wax sitting at the house. I'm still looking for a volunteer, but...
You hear that out there? Anybody want to volunteer to wax Chris's butthole?
You won't even... It's not like you have to touch it. I'll even provide latex gloves.
Oh, yeah, latex.
Yeah, I mean, I thought hairy guy would jump at the chance. Not that I'd let him. No men allowed. I mean, but I will take unattractive females.
All females accepted.
As long as you're a female, you're accepted.
I tell you, man. I think we give Cindy $10.
Cindy would do it, but the problem is she'd probably sneak pictures and tell everybody, "Hey, I just waxed his ass." Yeah, she'd
definitely tell everybody.
Yeah, I don't want to.
I waxed Chris's butthole today, and it was so hairy. You know?
If anybody needs their butthole waxed, I did Chris's the other day.
But I bet you she'd do a good job.
I bet you she'd be very thorough.
And she might massage your butt cheeks while she does it. She's a professional massage artist. Masseuse.
So it's my understanding that we have an email.
Oh, we do have an email.
And before we get to this email, I just want to go off one last time about darts.
Just get it out of the way.
The other day, there was a dart thing on TV.
And I'm just floating over us, and he doesn't mention darts once in his email, it looks like. So go ahead.
But it was actually on TV, darts, on one of the old ESPNs or the new ESPNs.
Yeah.
And I swear to God, if you ever look for anything that'll put you to sleep fast, fuck the weed. Just watch darts.
Watching darts.
You're out.
Yeah, this is like the worst time of the year for ESPN and such, because for one thing, I don't really give a fuck much about baseball nowadays, but there's nothing else. There's no
Little
football.
League baseball.
There's no football and there's no basketball, so that also takes out college football and basketball. And, you know, you could always find a college football game, college basketball game that I don't mind watching. Right. But nowadays...
Right now, everybody's focused on the Little League World Series. Theo's got all his bets ready.
Yeah, Little League World Series, tennis, and golf.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I agree.
That's
all right, let's get to the email from our favorite.
Awful proposition. From our favorites. Email. Hey, fuck faces, it is indeed emails. If you want to write us in, that'd be fucking sweet. We've been saying it for 2 years. We would love to get your emails.
God, it has been 2 years, hasn't it?
Yeah, you can use a fake name. You can use a real name. You can make up a new fucking email address just to email us.
You
can ask us. You don't have to give us 3 questions like our 2 emailers over the years have done, our 2 emailers. Because, you know, we did have... We relied on Get Pussy for a total year and a half. You know, he was solid.
But his emails went straight in the shitter. Well, they went like this.
It's hard, and I think that might be the reason why he stopped emailing us, is because we just made fun of him for having
I think he did most of them when he was drunk.
That also. And so anyways, Get Pussy gave up completely. Like, he's not our fan anymore. He might still be our fan, but he doesn't. Though. I mean, I don't know if he listens every week. Still,
he has nothing else to do. He's drinking.
He never talks to me, you know, about it. So I don't know. He's never said anything that's went on. I don't know. Get Pussy, maybe watches going. Either way, and then we have Harry Guy, and both of these guys have always done the 3 questions format. You don't have to do that, guys.
No,
you can just write in.
You can write in and say, "You guys suck. I hate you,"
or just have a suggestion. I don't give a fuck.
Hey, how come your dad didn't know? Never.
Anyways, the email address is on the YouTube right now. You can
on the big tampon.
If you're at home, it's called Never Trust a Fart Pod. Just pod. Never Trust a Fart Pod at gmail.com. Write us. It'll be awesome. All right. The Harry Guy wrote us, though. Hey, Muff Fluffers. I like Muff Fluffer.
It's like Muff Diver.
Sounds like Muffler. My fuck you of the week goes out to none other than Deshaun Watson. Of course, Clemson is my team, and I'll always be remembered mostly as the guy that led the team to a national title. But seriously, bud, 1 for 5 in a preseason game? Not only that, but you look like shit. You can take all 39 massage whores that fondled your pecker and start your own restaurant, because football is no longer your thing, bud. Ooh, I like that.
I do too.
And he's right. He did look like shit last night, but
I hope he looks like shit when the season starts.
To be fair, he was playing with all backups,
but his passes weren't
and he hasn't
on.
played in like a year and a half.
Right.
But
his
still,
passes were not
he
on.
could have practiced.
Yeah, he was practicing. He reported to camp like everybody else.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Fuck him anyways.
That's what I say.
I'm not a Deshaun Watson fan.
I mean, first of all, as we speak right now, he's a Cleveland Brown. I want to see them fall on their face and go 0-16 every fucking week, every year. 0-17 now.
Yeah.
But, he was a stud for a long while. And he probably will be again if you're thinking of it realistically. But I hope he falls on his face because he just signed a monster long-term contract, and I'd love to see the Browns eat a bunch of money.
Yeah, I would love to see that fall through. It's guaranteed contract, the biggest contract ever for a guy that has 24 cases in him for fucking being a weirdo.
Right.
Fuck that guy. I'm sorry. Fuck that guy. It bothers me it's becoming a race thing, too.
It has nothing to do with a race thing.
I know, and it's just like... I don't know. The Deshaun Watson thing in general bothers me.
The race card thing in general is bothering me lately.
Well, that's always bothered you, so let's not say lately.
Because I think it's thrown out anytime, even when it never applies. If it applies, throw it out there.
I think
if it doesn't,
I think it's valid a lot more times than you probably give it credit for, but it's not valid here. The guy's a creep.
Let's say hypothetically,
I hate
employee.
it Ben Roethlisberger too. You know, I've said the same thing about him, and to be fair, he didn't get the same treatment from the NFL. They were a lot less on him. But then again, there was only one, not 24. All right. Has the dick tattoo grown with Chris's sagging skin? There's always old fucks always seem to have a simple tattoo mess up because of sagging skin.
My skin doesn't sag. It hasn't started yet.
Shit, that's funny though.
Yeah, but it hadn't started yet. The only way he would have any idea that it was if he snuck into my house in the middle of the night and looked at my dick, and that wouldn't surprise me because he's a fag.
Jesus.
So it wouldn't. I'm sorry, because he likes men.
He's talking about your tattoo, not your actual dick.
Well, I think he's doing it to look at my dick. But if you're going to look at my dick, you're going to see the tattoo. The tattoo looks exactly the same as it did when it was applied. My skin's not saggy yet. And hairy guy, I really don't know why. I mean, I don't look great or anything, but I'm not turning old man yet. I don't have old shit happening.
You got a pretty big old man thing under your eyes today.
What, the bags?
There. Oh yeah,
I didn't get any sleep the last few days.
You look old. Anyway, what's the purpose for not liking stepmom, stepsister porn? If I watch a porn scene, I prefer those acts. So he's into the stepmom, stepsister thing?
It's incest, even though it's not technically incest.
It's not, but the reason I don't like it is because it's not real.
It's never real.
I'm not into porn that's playing roles. Like I don't.
We're into amateur real porn.
Yeah. Like that's why I don't really care for that, and it just seems weird. I don't know. I just skip it. It's not my thing.
It seems really weird because I think if you actually,
I don't believe they're actually related, but
if you Googled real stepsister porn, you're going to end up with real sister porn too. Yeah. They're going to direct you to incest sites, and I'm telling you, if it was real incest, I don't think my dick would work for a long time.
Yeah, I'm not. That's
not
my
a taboo that I want nothing to do with.
It kind of makes me think weird of you, dude. That you're in that's your go-to.
Yeah,
stepmom, stepsister.
All that and Latino dart players.
I feel like that people like that had some weird experiences with a step-parent.
Do you think, honestly, that Get Pussy has ever had sex that he didn't in some way pay for?
We're talking about the hairy guy, I imagine.
Oh, the hairy guy.
Yeah, I do. I believe he is.
You think he's had sex?
Yeah, I believe.
See, I think he's had sex with maybe one or two.
Because I think he hits those dating sites, dude. And you're gonna find some girls that are just as desperate as men. Like you're
gonna find horrible-looking girls.
I didn't say they're hotties, whatever. But I'm just saying they're not. He's not costing money. Yeah, I believe that the hairy guy, if he puts himself out, can get laid.
My guess, virgin. My guess, virgin.
But weird because he's in the stepmom stepsister porn, so weirdo.
Yeah, so unless he's got a step sibling or stepmother, he's out of luck.
Yeah, creep alert. All right, and I get it. Like your argument's going to be they're not really related, but why do you need them to pretend they are?
You want them to think they are.
That's like watching gay porn and go, it's not bad. They're not really gay. They're in the chicks. They just do gay porn on the side. That's weird. Like, all right. If your wife cheats on you with a close friend and you caught them in an act, would you knock your friend or wife first? The friend.
No, for sure.
Like, you can't hit women.
And, if it's...
A friend is different, man.
If it's somebody who knew you were married, then they deserve the beat.
I mean, like, obviously you're going to be mad at your wife no matter what if she cheats on you, and with the close friend you're probably more mad.
It happened to me.
But you would be mad at the friend in that case, where if it's just some strange dude that you've never met and whatever, it's like, well, he might not have known any better, you know, and then I can't really be mad at him. I would be. In the moment, I'd still try to kill him. But
it happened to me.
And like live action?
Oh, yeah.
Like
my first wife, I got married when I was very young.
Yeah.
The first time.
This is the wife you do not talk about.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Because it's so long ago.
I know, but it's so weird to me being, you know, knowing you pretty well now at this point, and she's just like, a wife is a big part of your life.
This was 3 years of my life. I think I was 24 when I got married.
So you met her and you got married right away?
No, I knew her for a year. We worked together, got married. Great girl.
So it was 4 years of your life. 3 years of marriage, 1 year of courtship and boyfriend, girlfriend.
Right.
Okay.
So
but you got married within the year of meeting her.
Yeah.
You're dumb.
I was.
Okay.
I was a kid.
As long as we can agree on
she
that.
was only 20 at the time.
I was a kid at that time, too. I wasn't trying to engage.
But we get married, and, you know, as things happen, you grow apart. Turns out, you know, after she finished college, she wanted different things. I wanted different things, and it fell apart. So she ended up living with a friend of ours. Mm-hmm. We decided to separate. She didn't, you know, I'm going to go.
And by different things, you wanted to fuck other people?
No, I've never been a cheater. I'm not a cheater.
She wanted to further education or something?
I'm not a cheater. You know that. Not my thing. I'm not a cheater.
Well, no,
but she ended up telling me one day something happened with Dave, and, you know, we're together now.
Yeah.
So I was still at the point where I thought maybe the marriage was salvageable, and, you know, it was just a separation. So I got drunk that night and drove to Dave's work. And this was so cool. Big pussy he was. He immediately called the cops. Cops came out, and they were real cool to me. I was addressed by the cops 4 or 5 times, but they never arrested me. They always said, dude, quit fucking up. One of these times you're going to be arrested. Yeah, because I never got to him.
You don't want to be Big Reg out there.
No, I never got to him.
Yeah.
But I called him one day, and he finally answered. And I said, look, man, let's just get this over with. You got an ass beating coming. I'll give you. I said that. We were friends.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you one, and you'll never hear my name again. Called the cops. I threatened him. And so finally I just said, fuck it. But
so you never got to beat him up?
No.
Oh, what a shame.
I never.
Where'd you find him?
I found him at his work, but he called the cops, and then I was told I was not allowed.
We should do some long-term shit. Part. You know, get the crew together.
We'll
go out to Arizona and beat his ass.
No, I don't give a shit.
Is that in Arizona?
Yeah, I haven't given a shit in 25 years.
Doesn't matter. It would just be a good continuation of a story. The long-term storytelling.
Well, they're divorced now.
I appreciate that in wrestling, you know.
They're divorced
now.
They
ended up getting married?
Oh, they got married.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, then how could you stop true love?
I guess that's what I was doing. My whole point was, hey, I hate to use the term guy code, but you got a beating coming. You got one beating coming.
She tied you in divorces, though. You think she's picking up a third one?
No, I doubt it.
When was the last time you looked her up?
Oh, God, been 20 years.
Really? Since you've seen, like, a picture even?
Yeah.
Really?
Sometimes I have to sit there and think really hard about what she looks like.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, you're old. I guess that's...
No, it was just such a brief part of my life. It just came and it went, and then...
I know, but if I lived with someone for 3 years...
After we got divorced...
I don't remember what they looked like the rest of my life.
After we got divorced, this job offer in Cincinnati came, and I immediately took it.
Oh, you took off right away?
Took off right away.
Smart move.
Yeah, so I just said, fuck it. Didn't deal with it. But, yeah, I would say hairy guy, 100% that guy deserves a thumping. Not with a knife or a gun or anything, but he deserves his ass beat.
Yeah, it really depends on the situation, but a close friend, yeah, that's off limits.
I'll give you my thoughts on it. Let's say, and this total hypothetical is just for this point of this story. Let's say you found out I was screwing around with Carmen.
Yeah.
I don't even think I'd fight back. I knew I had it coming. I would stand there and let you beat me until you fucking had it out of your system.
It's just so out of my range of thinking.
That'll put you there, though.
No, I'm saying from me to a friend. You know what I mean?
Like, I couldn't do it.
You know, like let's say Jen and Ryan. Like it just would never. It wouldn't even be in my head that be a possibility or something I would. Yeah, ever.
And even long after they've broken up.
Yeah.
Once you're with my buddy, you're off limits forever.
Especially married.
Yeah, even girlfriends. If my buddy loved you at any point, you're off limits forever.
Yeah, real girlfriends.
Period.
Yeah,
I agree.
I'm with you. But who knows what goes on in the dart world. All right, remember to always faint in the taint. I don't know what that means, but All right, buddy. Thanks for writing in. Hope you win your fucking dart tournament, you nerd.
Yeah, fucking big nerd. And you know what? I don't. That F word I used, I'm not going to use it anymore today.
You really shouldn't use that.
I know, you're right.
You know.
But like it's, I'll try to redeem myself.
Hey, I seen this quote the other night, and I posted it to Facebook, just because it just made me laugh. O.J. Simpson said he avoids Los Angeles because he feels he may be sitting next to the person whoever did it.
Whoever did
that cracks me up, dude. Poor O.J. He's just had to live his life the whole time knowing that he might run into the murderer.
Bob Costas gave an interview recently, and for some reason, Al Cowlings, when he was driving the Bronco, when O.J. was in the back seat, cowering down in the back seat, they called Bob Costas. Apparently, O.J. thought the world of Bob Costas. He wanted to talk to him. Bob Costas wasn't there. He was at a fucking NBA playoff game, whatever.
Yeah.
So when O.J. got arrested for the murder, Bob Costas said he got a phone call, and it was from Al Cowlings, and he said O.J. wants you to visit him in jail. He wants to set some things straight. Costas said he went into jail. It was him, Al Cowlings, and the Kardashian dad, who was one of his lawyers.
Yeah.
And apparently the way you shake hands when you're visiting a convict is you put your hand on the glass.
Okay, I didn't know that, but I've seen them do
That's
it all
what
the time,
Costas said. That's why you shake hands with somebody. So he said O.J. put his hand on the glass, and Bob Costas put his hand on the glass, and Costas said earlier that week, or that day, he had cut his finger on a knife or something, and he had a Band-Aid over it, and it dripped blood a little bit, and he put his hand on there, and O.J., he said, took a step back and went, "Oh my God, it was you. You did it."
I don't believe that, but that's hilarious.
That's what Costas said.
Oh,
O.J.
really?
said to him, "Oh my God, it was you. You did it."
Costas did it.
Yeah, Bob Costas.
How great if that's true.
Oh my God, can you imagine?
The best thing ever.
He said that O.J. actually stopped and said, "Oh my God, you did it."
Bob was always jealous of Nicole.
Oh, Nicole was hot.
Yeah, of course she was. She was married to one of the greatest athletes of all time.
You know, she really was.
I mean, OJ,
one of the best running backs ever played the game.
OJ was the fucking man.
He was the juice.
Yeah, and he played on awful teams in Buffalo, and he was still putting up numbers.
Mass numbers. He was like a Barry Sanders
OJ was definitely one of the best. He's definitely the best of his generation.
Yeah.
But, he's top 5 of all time.
Oh, I agree.
He just happened to also be a murderer.
A double murderer.
Yeah, things happen. Hey, I was saying it would be cool to go back and beat that guy up. That's good. Did you hear what happened to what's his name, Salman Rushdie?
Yeah, he got stabbed by a Muslim.
Do you know this is a 30-year drama?
But Salman Rushdie was literally in hiding for 15 or 20 years.
That's what I mean.
He never came out.
This is long-term storytelling. These people are still stuck to it after all these years. The guy, I guess I didn't really know much about the guy. I've heard his name over the years, but
he wrote a book called The Satanic Verses.
Yeah, he wrote a bunch of books, but
this is
the one they're mad about is the Satanic Verses, which I guess is
It went after Muslims.
It didn't really go after Muslims. It talked about Muhammad. And it gave him characteristics, and Muhammad's, you can't do that. You know, like you could only what the Quran says is the only thing. Anything else is bad. And I guess he had a couple whore girlfriends and stuff like that in this book. I don't know the fucking book. I don't know anything about it. But immediately, he used to be a Muslim also. He grew up Muslim, and then he kind of broke from the religion. But I don't think he meant it as like ill. Like he wasn't.
Well, no, but in the crazy Muslim religion, the crazy part, you don't talk about Muhammad, period.
Yeah,
in any way but glory and all that.
And it's absolutely crazy. So he had to go into hiding, and the British police and stuff actually helped him. And he's been in hiding
20 years.
Yeah, because the country of Iran put a bounty on his head.
Millions of dollars.
It was like $3 million. The Ayatollah was like, fucking kill him. Anybody that kills him gets this. Pakistan, I think, did the same. There was a bunch of countries that did the same. They all
Saudi
took
Arabia
him out.
did it too.
India, you couldn't sell his book. And then the people that made his book, like, translated it in other countries. In Japan, the translator killed next day. 3 different people that are translated in other countries were murdered within, like, the week of the translation coming out. Like, these people were dedicated. So all these years later, I guess Iran's bounty kind of wore off, and they don't recognize it anymore.
I think it was the Shah of Iran that put the bounty on him. He's long since dead.
Yeah, but it still continued like a long time. It still continued, and then I guess it was like 1990 something. They kind of took the bounty off, and he could be out a little bit more, but not really.
Yeah.
But still, now he's in America. He gave a speech the other day, and some fucking guy ran on stage and stabbed him. Like, apparently he's going to lose an eye.
He's on a ventilator.
I think
got in his lung or something.
I think he's going to survive, but he's definitely one-eyed now.
Yeah.
And it's just crazy. That long after, these people
that was
still...
a Muslim American who lived in New Jersey or something like that.
It was, someone, and they looked up his social media, and he was into all the hardcore Muslim shit.
Yeah.
And, all these years later, they're still like, fuck you in this book.
Yeah.
It's insane
Don't
to me,
pop
dude.
your head out, dude. And now he's probably going to go into hiding again because
he has to.
Because this kid that stabbed him in these fucking Muslim countries, he's a hero now.
Oh, I'm sure.
Fucking
and
hero.
then, and the people that were there said, like, just the violence in this guy, where they're pulling him away, and he's still trying to stab him. Like, he's, like, they feel something about this.
Yeah.
Don't talk shit about Muhammad, man. That's off
Oh,
limits.
no, you're fucking done. Now Salman Rushdie's like, fuck, I sat in my room for 20 fucking years. I popped my head out, and this guy stabs me.
I know.
Young kid, too.
Yeah, I don't know anything about Rushdie in general. I know one of his books is known as a really, really good book. I've never read it.
They say he was a great author, but
don't seem like the shit that I'm going to be into.
He pushed the Muslim button, the Islam button of going after Muhammad, and the whole fucking religion put a bounty on this.
Yeah, they're not very forgiving out there in the Muslim world.
No.
It's not a thing, man.
We're going to forgive you by burying you to the waist and throwing rocks at you.
But
do you know the fucking rules of that, by the way? The rules of stoning?
Yeah.
Here's how second-class citizens women are in these Islamic countries. Mm-hmm. They're nothing. I mean, you've got no rights. Some of the penalties for stoning, for different crimes, are stoning, where they basically bury you in the ground and they throw rocks at you until you die.
Yeah.
But the rules are if you can dig your way out and run out of this circle or whatever, you get to go free.
Well, those are house rules.
They bury men to their waist. Yeah. They bury women to their neck.
That's rude.
I mean, think about that. First of all, you're probably not going to be able to get out buried to the waist. A big rock's going to hit you in the fucking head, and you're going to be knocked out cold, and then they're going to keep throwing rocks at you. The women are buried above the shoulders, where only your fucking head's sticking out.
Well, this is in one area. I don't think stoning.
This was Iran.
I don't think there are hardcore stoning rules. It's like house rules at a euchre game. You can change it depending on where you're at. But in Iran, that's what they did. That's crazy.
It says the Islamic law says men are buried to the waist and women are buried to the neck.
Oh, that's actually written in law? Like that's in the Quran?
Sharia law.
Yeah, Sharia law is in the Quran. Wow.
The men are buried to the waist, women are buried to their neck. And if they get away, they can go free.
Well, good luck, ladies. Sorry about your luck.
Ain't happening.
Does anyone actually enforce that, though?
Fucking some of the crazies over there, man, they enforce everything.
Do they? I don't know. Does stoning still happen?
Oh,
They're
yeah.
out there stoning people?
Fuck yeah.
Jesus.
Fuck yeah. The Sharia law is everything to them. They're trying to enforce it in other countries.
I know, but I didn't think anyone actually went through with it. I thought they all just talked about going through with it.
Those fucking extremist Muslims, if it's written, it's...
I know in certain tribes and such, I just didn't think as a country as a whole was still out there like, all right, Tuesday's stoning day. Bury the bitch,
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I guess it all depends on what little...
Especially Iran. I thought Iran was a little bit further. I know in the mind, everybody thinks Iran's like this crazy super Muslim, but really Iran's lightened up over the years.
Iran
compared to some of the other places.
But the crazy little groups that formed off of them have not.
Yeah, that's the problem. That's
the problem in all those countries.
Yeah, is all the little... like you said, little warlord kind of groups going on, and then they rule a different way. As in, there is no fucking rules.
It's fucking insane.
Yeah, man, that's why I stay in Ohio.
So I went to Gatlinburg.
That sucks.
And no, it was good. Fun time.
You know me, I'm a hater of Gatlinburg.
And I did come back with 3 12-packs of the hard Mountain Dew that now it's extended to 3 states. You can buy it in also Minnesota and Arkansas.
Why is the hard Mountain Dew being kept out?
I don't know. I guess they're test markets.
I feel like Mountain Dew has a pretty big market everywhere.
I think Mountain Dew, like in hick places like Tennessee or Arkansas, I think if you turn your faucet on, Mountain Dew comes out. I think that's like
their tap water.
That's like their tap water. Yeah. So that's where they tried it. No sugar and not a bad taste. Gave me a nice little buzz. I drank 2 cans. I got a little tingle.
Little tingle off 2 cans?
Off 2 cans. 2 cans and some stuff.
Yeah, see that?
I did a couple of shots too.
Okay, I was gonna say
Jaeger.
God, you're so white trash.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, he was. We were talking about that the other night.
Rich people like Jaeger.
So there's rich white trash. Kid Rock has a lot of money. Post Malone has a lot of money. There's plenty of rich white trash.
Leave my people alone.
Okay, as long as you admit they're your people.
but the funny thing is to me is why you think white trash means Jaeger.
Because I just think Jaeger's white trash, man. I'm allowed to have an opinion. I don't know
it's not a cheap... It's not Boone's Farm.
It doesn't matter.
$30-some a bottle.
Like I said, it's not... Mustangs are white trash. They're not cheap. They're still white trash. Camaros are kind of white trash. Like,
I love Jaeger.
Yeah, I know you do. You got white trash tendencies, though.
I have no white trash tendencies.
Yes, you do. You love Jaeger and you dip. Those are two big white trash tendencies. It's just Kane. Kane, we can talk about white trash around Kane. It's the other stuff we can't talk about.
Hey, Daddy, your friend's white trash.
No, I don't say it like that. That would be rude.
But no.
I heard you say what you were talking about.
Which was what? Yeah, get out of here.
White trash. I don't know. But
I forget how the conversation came up, but we were at dinner the other night. We were talking about white trash things. Yeah.
And it came up, Chris is white trash because he drinks Jaeger?
White trash tendencies.
Tendencies.
There's a difference. It doesn't mean you're completely white trash. You just got some white... We all got white trash things about us, you know?
Yeah, I mean, drive down your street one day and see the people outside watering their grass.
Hey,
you got some weird fucking neighbors.
Oh, they're pretty normal. I don't have any problems with my neighbors.
Well, no, they might be normal, but...
Guy next door flips tires all day. Two houses down, you get some lady that tells you all the time that the Chinese are taking over.
You know what's taking over Tennessee now?
There's two hermits across the street. There's two houses. I don't know what's going on. I see some old... just like the craziest looking old man come out of their house every once in a while and go to his car, but he barely ever leaves. And then the other house I think is a bandit, but I'm not sure. I don't know. There's some weird stuff going on in the neighborhood, but
somebody's got to stay home and feed the prisoner.
This is the white trash street in Anderson. I've been saying that for a long time. I can't afford nice Anderson. I can afford white trash Anderson.
Yeah, but this is a nice house.
Yeah, but the rest of Anderson's a lot nicer. That's what I'm saying. It's,
if you go up Beachmont that way?
Yeah. You're like the poorest of the rich, like one of those kind of things. Yeah.
This guy doesn't leave because someone has to feed the prisoner, but...
We were describing someone the other day at work as the worst of the mediocre. You know, you're mediocre, but you're the worst of the mediocre. You know, you're just above the awful.
What, as far as their abilities?
Their abilities, yes.
Yeah. I don't think I have white trash tendencies.
Fuck you. Why? I mean, why do you? For one thing,
I like Jaeger. That makes me white trash.
That's white trash.
If you go to fucking Hickvilles and these little small towns, you think they're sitting there pounding Jaeger?
Yes.
No, they're not.
I grew up in Hickville. Yes. All the rednecky kids were, yeah, man, you drink Jaegers. You know there's deer blood in it, man. Hey, you know
Jaeger is nectar of the gods.
Oh, that's what you think, but
it is.
I told you before I give you a half a pass because you were in the bar industry when that first became popular and stuff.
That's what I drank.
You know, at one time PBR wasn't a white trash beer, but you can't tell me. Now that's a weird thing about PBR.
It's coming around.
It turned the corner, and now it's a hipster beer.
Yeah.
So now it's the people trying to be white trash but in like an ironic way, you know. So it doesn't.
Same as Natty Light.
I think Natty Light's always going to be that white trash shit because it's just so cheap. PBR is not cheap.
Oh, it isn't?
No, a case of PBR is same as Bud Light. You know,
really?
That's like a regular. You may be $1 cheaper, but you're not. That was the case back in the day. They always use that as an excuse. Oh, I get it because it's the cheap beer. No, it's not.
Hey, let me say something about my buddy Lance.
Yeah.
My buddy Lance. You want to talk about fucker? I love this guy like a brother. Okay. But
Penrod.
We had a softball game.
Mm-hmm.
Had a softball game. Everybody would take their turns bringing coolers full of beer. Okay. He brought this beer called Dutch Treat.
Mm-hmm.
Never heard of it.
Of course.
He said, "Yeah, it's from Holland or wherever he said it was from. It's from Holland." Okay, it's an import. We drink it. Nasty, but it's beer. About 3 or 4 days later, I'm at a fucking grocery store. I see a big display of Dutch Treat beer for 89 cents a six-pack. That
what?
Cheap mother. 89 cents.
How long ago was this?
Oh, it was years ago.
Still.
It would still, right now, it would be like $2 a six-pack.
That's insane.
I know. And that's what this fucker brought.
Now, I used to go to, like, when I was first turned 21, 22 years old, I would go to party stores and try to find the cheapest beer, like the best price you can get.
Yeah.
And, you know, so I've drank some shit beers over the years on purpose, but...
When I was a kid, they made generic beer.
Cheap.
They made generic
Apparently
everything.
they make it now.
You can look at a can and it'll just say beer on it. Just like you see on the movies.
I just found out the other day that like Costco has their own whiskey and apparently Kroger has their own. Like you can get Kroger brand whiskey now.
Private selection whiskey?
That's what I said. I don't know if that's what it's actually called, but that's what came to my head too. Kirkland is Costco's generic brand and Kirkland has their own whiskey now. They have like 5-6 different types. I didn't know that there was generic whiskeys being made.
What would you think if you got a bottle of that and it was good?
I'd buy it every time.
You would?
Because it would be cheap. It's
got to be cheap.
I'm not one of those people that care that it's classy or, you know, if I found an alcohol that I liked and it was cheap, more
then
power
you should
to
be
you.
defending me on the Jaeger.
It's not cheap.
No, it's not cheap.
Yeah.
But it tastes good.
No, it doesn't. It tastes like...
Fun Buzz.
No, it tastes like horrible cough syrup. It's not good. I hate Jaeger. I've always hated Jaeger. Now,
but apparently you hate anyone who likes Jaeger.
I didn't say hate. I just said white trash. I like lights of white trash.
I'm not white trash.
Well, that part of you is.
Well, I just don't agree.
You don't have to, but everybody else agrees. That we'll take a poll tonight at work. You're going to lose.
Because all those pussies are sitting there drinking fucking peach Bellinis out of a fucking can and White Claws. They can't handle real
White
fucking
Claws
alcohol.
is a thing. I got angry last night at a guy at the Mikey's Late Night Slice. Me and Nathan and Matt went after work, go get our 3 slices of gigantic pizza like a bunch of fatties.
And the giant breadstick the size of your arm.
No, we don't get the breadstick.
Nate does. Every time I've seen him, he's gotten the breadstick.
I go with him like once a week. He never gets it anymore. We used to both get it. We used to get 2 pieces and the breadsticks, and now we all go 3 pieces.
3 each?
Yeah.
But they're like this big each, right?
We're fat. We get down.
Wow.
All right. So, anyways, we all go there. And
you're all going to die.
Yeah, of course. We're all going to die. You dip. Your jaw's going to fall off, dude. Like, you're gonna look like a fucking weirdo retard in like 6 years. You're going to have half a jaw. Like, I just couldn't give it up.
I've been dipping for 40 years.
And I've been eating bad for 40 years. So here we go. Anyway, so I'm at Late Night Slice. We lay down our drinks and we go back up to get our pizza. I come back first. There's this guy and this girl all cuddled up. They had picked up our drinks and moved them over the seats and stuff. And he's like, "Oh, are you sitting here?" Drinking a White Claw, of course. I just looked at him. What the fuck do you think my drinks were there for, bud? You just touched them? I don't want you touching my drinks. I don't know you.
Did you say that to him?
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, man. It was him and his girl, and they went off. Who the fuck does that? If you got 3 drinks laying out, all cold with ice, and you're just going to pick them up and move them and be surprised that there were people there? The fuck?
They just tried to steal your seat.
And there was lots of empty seats. It wasn't like this was some prime position. It made no fucking sense. But what pissed me off more was he was drinking White Claw. What kind of man goes to a bar? And I'll drink White Claw. Not in public. Maybe at my house.
But when you take this little survey of yours, talk about Jaeger, these are pussies that can't handle Jaeger.
It's not. That's not the thing, though. I don't care if you can handle it or not. It's still a white trash drink. You disagree that most of the people that you see drink Jaeger are white trash.
No, white. Yeah, my vote is for yes, white trash. I only drink fucking spritzers. I only drink fucking vodka and lots of fucking cranberry. Fuck off. Drink a man's drink.
So right there, you're just making fun of Nathan because that's all he drinks is like vodka with cranberries and stuff.
I was making fun of a lot of people.
Yeah,
a lot of people drink vodka and a lot of cranberry.
Keyshawn's mostly a clear liquor guy.
A lot of people are clear liquor guys. They say that the brown liquor fucks them up.
Yeah, whatever. Right? Either way.
Jaeger's not clear, my friend.
No, Jaeger's just gross. Do you got an asshole or do you got a...
fuck yes, I do. Just got her today. I had a new one. I had a different asshole until I saw this one.
All right, let's go.
I've got an asshole of the week, and this, to me, is the epitome of the word asshole.
That's good.
On the way over here, I had a different asshole entirely. Now, this lady takes the
drop the first one first since I don't have it. One. You get 2 assholes. Or you want to make it your fuck you, because you need a fuck you.
Good. I'm doing this girl first.
Okay.
This woman, I'm in Speedway. I go in Speedway to buy this peach energy drink and this bottle of water. Okay? When I get in there, there's a little bit of yelling going on. Okay? There's 3 little kids standing there. Mm-hmm. The oldest one is Kane's age. Okay? 3 little kids. Their mother's in the car outside. She sends them in to fill their Slurpee cups, but she doesn't give them any money. They brought these cups to the store and were going to steal drink refills. This woman didn't send them in with any money. And the manager of the store was going, "Did you guys pay for those? Those aren't free." Oh, the kid said, "Oh, yeah, I paid the cashier." No, you didn't. The cashier standing right there says, "No, you didn't." This is a woman teaching her children how to shoplift.
She's training criminals.
That's exactly what she's doing.
Yeah.
They must keep their Speedway cups. She pulled up to the fucking Speedway and sent the kids in to fill their fucking drinks. I'm thinking that no one's going to say anything.
With Slurpees, not Coke?
They were Slurpees because the one kid did it and it went all over the floor.
Yeah.
That's how she got alerted to it.
Because I think you do get some refills if you just got some cups.
Not later in the day.
Yeah.
They hadn't been in there.
I think you had to pay like 29 cents. But that was UDF.
Yeah, but whatever. You don't get refills there.
Yeah, I get you.
And she drove there with her kids with old Speedway cups and said, "Go in and get yourselves a drink." Teaching her children how to fucking shoplift and then lie their way out of it.
What Speedway is this?
North Bend and I-74.
Oh,
and the woman says, the manager says, "Look, Don't be coming in here stealing and lying. You guys go ahead and get out of here. Don't do this again. But it came right off the kid's mouth like it was fucking second nature. Who'd you pay? Oh, I paid the cashier for all of them.
Quick thinker.
Cashier said, I've been here the whole time. No, you didn't. Didn't pay me. This cunt doesn't even go in with her kids. You kids just go in there and steal whatever you want.
Well, it's awful and it's okay at the same time.
That's an asshole.
Yeah, it's an asshole.
You
should
only
teach your kids that. But, if these kids are smart, they thought on their feet, they lied and everything and to get their way or tried to get their way.
Only one of them did. The other two were too little to even know anything.
Okay, well, either way, what I'm saying is you can convert those skills. Those aren't bad skills to have, but you got to be able to convert them for good.
Shoplifting and lying?
Yeah, just thinking on your feet. I'm just saying, if you convert it to good things.
Another way to say thinking on your feet is lying and shoplifting.
No, because not all lying's equal. Some lies are just really bad.
These are your children. The oldest one was 5.
You shouldn't teach your kids criminal behavior. I'm just saying that...
That's why she's my asshole of the week.
Yeah, I'm just saying that you may be able to convert that kid to use that knowledge for good later in life, but not have anything to do with her.
Well, the manager's like on her knees cleaning up this Slurpee, and as the kids start walking out, she's like, hey, guys, you got to pay for those. Oh, we did already. Paid the cashier.
Yeah.
And the 2 little kids are standing there with a fucking Slurpee. They don't know what's going on. And the oldest one, the 5-year-old, oh, yeah, I paid him.
5 years old.
Tops.
Just out there getting Slurpees.
But the whole point is, who teaches their kids how to steal?
Assholes.
Yeah.
So that's why she's your asshole.
Worst part is, nice car.
Yeah.
Brand new, looked like a Honda or a Toyota, but it wasn't
shitty.
a shit car. And if you send them in there with money, it's $3. But I guess your children's fucking virtue isn't even worth $3. Go in there, kids, and steal those. They probably do it every day.
I guarantee it.
This manager just checked them this one time. And then now the kids know, well, we can't do this. It's against the rules.
We can't do that with that lady there.
Right. But what a fucking asshole this woman is for teaching her children how to steal. That's my asshole today.
Not bad. The day. Imagine doing an asshole every day.
Oh, gosh.
You probably could do it, though. You get annoyed a lot easier than I do.
Stupid little things.
Yeah. All right, well, we got to get straight to a thing. We're pretty deep into this.
Are we? I feel like we've just been rambling, but...
we have.
We got shit off our backs, off our shoulders, I think.
Yeah, whatever. Would you rather or would you rather not?
I'd usually rather not.
Yeah.
When it comes to these questions.
Almost all of them.
Yeah. Yeah. I still get pissed off. Saggy skin. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take Harry Guy when I see him. I'm gonna literally throw him onto the ground. I'm gonna sit on his chest. I'm gonna pull out this fucking leg with the tattoo on it and say, "Is that skin sagging to you, motherfucker?" And while you're there, I might dick beat him.
I have a bad memory of being like 6 years old and my neighbor holding me down, pulling his pants down, bare ass farting on my forehead. And you
feel it too.
Yeah, and it's honestly like the guy moved maybe like 2 years later, and that's the only memory I have of him. I remember being his friend and liking him, but also that he farted on my forehead. And I don't like it still to this day. So you might not want to do that to Harry Guy.
When somebody farts on you, you can feel it exploding.
I don't remember, dude.
Beasley does it.
I was literally probably 7 years
Beasley
old.
did it on my shoulder, and it was like somebody was giving me a massage for
it was one of those guns.
A fraction of a second. Yeah, that's what it felt like. Bam, bam, bam.
That's what fucking Beasley's wife just feeds him beans all night and has it sit on her back. Give me a massage. He just says,
well, he couldn't sit on anybody's back.
You're right.
Man. He couldn't breathe.
Maybe the little support.
Yeah, but when he farted on my shoulder that one time, I remember just thinking how gross it was. And I had a shirt on. He had pants on. And I still felt it like it was bare ass.
Fucking 50-year-old children, man.
All right, you know what? I just changed my would you rather.
Okay.
All right, would you rather?
No.
Every day, a different one of your friends, you lay on the ground, and every day, a different one of your friends drops their pants, puts their butthole on your forehead, and farts on your forehead.
God, no.
This is for the rest of your life.
All right.
Or, fuck your best friend's wife. No one finds out. Nobody knows but you and her. But you did it. Let's say you're here one night by yourself and fucking Ryan's wife comes over and says, I'm drunk and I'm horny. You fuck her. So would you fuck her? Or would you let a different person fart on your forehead bare ass every day? For the rest of your life.
Well, to be fair, if we're saying best friend, it wouldn't be Ryan. I love the dude, but he's not my best friend. I'm not really attracted to my best friend's wife. So that would be a bummer.
You still did the act.
Yeah. I'm getting you.
It's a quick 10-minute bone.
But getting farted on the forehead every day.
How long does it take? A second. Just 1 second. Oh, hey, Jason, I'm here. It's my turn. And then you go on with your life. Or you live with that thing that you banged your best friend's girl every day. Which one you doing?
Sorry, Adam. I ain't getting farted on the forehead every day. All right? That's all there is to it. Every day. Like I just told you of a bad memory I had when I was 7, and that stuck. I'm 41 now. That stuck around a long time.
Adam's wife.
34. Yeah, not liking it. No fun.
Oh, see, that's where you and I differ.
Or maybe a lot of fun. I don't fucking know.
I'm
but either
getting
way,
farted on. There's no. That's just not in me to bang my friends' wives. Just not in me.
Not in me either. But that's not. I mean, if you said once a month, maybe something like that.
Every day.
That's just a lot of time to be taken out of your day every single day to get farted on.
Well, let's say it's your day off and you're sitting here watching TV. Just be a knock on the door. Hey, it's Matt Hudson.
Yeah, exactly.
He just walks over, he drops his pants, he backs up to your face, and he farts, and then he leaves.
Oh my
it's
God.
Over. You can wash your fucking head.
It's not over.
Not till tomorrow, but I mean, the whole point is you don't have to
No. I mean,
go
it's
out
not
of
even
your way.
over that day. Like, if Matt Hudson farts in your forehead, there is repercussions for at least 45 minutes. At least. All right?
I'm taking the farts.
I don't think you can scrub that smell off your forehead.
Not a chance.
It just lingers.
But sometimes you'd get, little skinny dainty people. One day you'd be watching TV and knock on the door, it's fucking Elijah. Hey, I'm just here to fart on your face. And then he walks away.
I seen him in the hallway yesterday. He was just doing spin moves. Like he was pressing the B button on Madden over and over again in the hallway, just giggling. What the fuck is going on there?
It's a different person you know every day.
Yeah. No, I'm sorry, bud. It's not happening.
I'm getting farted on.
Oh, good for you. God damn, that's gross.
I'm getting farted on. I ain't banging my buddy's wife. Just, I couldn't live with that.
I'm a bad wiper, just to give you a warning.
Joke of the week. Well, you know what? Maybe your turn would never come up. Maybe when I open the door, it will never be.
You better hope fart roulette never lands on old 33 over here.
Well, basically, that's what it would be. It would be an invisible, fucking mindless wheel would spin, and it's somebody I know. It's got to be somebody you know every day. But hey, who's there today? Oh, it's Sean Horner or something. Hey, how you doing, Sean? Haven't seen you in a while. The whole point is it's somebody you know, but it's not. They're never going to do it twice. And it could be a customer. I
mean, you say Sean Horner, I say trucker fart.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean. I'm not going to enjoy it.
Yeah, because
I'm not ever going to enjoy it.
In the end, he is a trucker, and we all know trucker farts are worse.
Hey, how you doing? It's me, Beasley. Hey, how you doing? It's me, Matt's mom. Somebody.
You know Matt's mom?
No, I met her once.
Well, I guess that.
But the whole point is, her number could be called, and she could come and fart on my forehead.
I hope anal comes.
Hey, it's me. It's Daddy White. Just here to fart in your head. I'll be gone in a minute. You don't know who it is.
He's got those rice farts, too.
Yeah, they don't stink.
Yeah.
Rice farts don't stink.
Daddy White aged like 20 years in the last 5 years, I think.
You think?
Yeah, he looks all old and shit now.
Well, I think he's settled in now. He's married. He's settled in.
You think so?
Well, maybe.
I don't know. Still seems angry.
Does he seem angry to you?
I think that's never going to disappear. I mean, it's the same with me. It's hard for me to sit here and criticize that. I'm always angry about some stupid shit.
But the nice part about the fart thing?
What?
Hot girls.
It's true. I don't.
Hey, it doesn't matter if they're farting on your forehead. You're still looking at their beaver for a split second.
I don't think that's worth it.
I'm doing it.
Yeah, of course you are.
Well, no, I'm not doing it because I want to occasionally see a beaver that's farting on me. I just can't bang my buddy's wife.
Yeah. Well, I understand that.
No, you don't. You're doing it.
No, I still understand.
Adam, I wouldn't bang your wife. I don't even know you.
I wouldn't either. This situation's never going to actually happen.
It could. You never fucking know.
And in that situation, sorry about your luck.
You never know. All right, let me think. Joke of the day or joke of the week. I admit I didn't come here prepared with one. I'm trying to do more off the cuff kind of thing. And I decided that I think I want to go back to getting gross. I'm trying to think who I want to offend today. Any ideas? Give me someone to offend.
The Jews. Oh, Jesus, that was aggressive.
God, it was, too. I did have a Jew joke the other day. It was pretty funny. A Jewish joke the other day. A little Jewish boy walks up to his dad and says, "Hey, Dad, can I borrow $20?" Dad says, "$20? What the hell you need $15 for? I never had $10 when I was your age. All right, here's the $5."
That was racist.
It was, but it was a joke. I told you, my jokes, race doesn't apply.
It's not your jokes, Carlos.
I like Mencia. I didn't. Yeah, I don't think I've ever made up one of these jokes.
You should. You should try to write a joke one week.
Oh, I think I could do it. But it's like you said, these stand-up comedians, these guys aren't telling jokes. They're telling stories. I can tell funny stories.
Some of them tell jokes. There's a couple joke writer stand-up comedians, but for the most part, yeah, they're stories and such.
But I can tell funny stories.
We're going to go to a show. You say you're going to go. You're not going.
Well, I'm going.
But we're going.
I'm already off, right?
You're off on a Sunday?
No, I thought Bill Burr, Saturday.
Oh, no. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the Sam Talent show I put on the Facebook chat.
Oh, I don't know if I'll go to that or not.
Yeah, that's on a Sunday. I know me and Alex and Matt are definitely going.
I'm going to Burr.
I'm looking forward to that. That guy's fucking hilarious. I'm going to see Joe List with my wife here in 2 weeks. Looking forward to that. Then I'll get to see Bill Burr. So that's 3 stand-up comedies or shows I'm going to see in the next couple months.
I mean, it all
Pretty
depends.
excited.
I might go to this one with you if I can get somebody to take the shift. I don't think it's one that I'd call in for.
I'd like it for you to go because if I get 4 people, then we don't have to sit with a stranger. I always hate that at comedy clubs.
Oh, yeah. They always put, because they fill every seat.
Yeah, and we did it last time. Me and my wife went to Mark Norman. We purposely bought like a seat because it said you were by yourself. Well, what they didn't tell you is not only you're not by yourself, so I don't know how that worked out, but it was the one that was on the stage, basically. You know, like the front row, and I don't want to sit front row at comedy. And then granted, they never went after us, but still,
They can't.
It's too close, you know?
Yeah, you're looking up like this.
Yeah, exactly. It's just, I like that third row, second row is perfect for me.
Yeah, most comedians you don't really need to see, but some you want to just see their facial expressions and shit like that.
In a small place like Go Bananas, you can see them pretty much everywhere. There's no like.
Oh, is that where
seat.
this is? Go Bananas?
Yeah, it's the small one.
In Westchester or Cincinnati?
No, Go Bananas is in Montgomery.
I thought they built another one up in Liberty
You're thinking
Township.
about the Funny Bone.
Oh, yeah,
The Funny Bone's where I'm going to see Joe List. And then we're going to... Where is Bill Burr at this time?
Whatever the arena is.
Oh, really? It's at the fucking arena?
I think so.
It's not at like the Taft or anything?
I don't think so.
Wow, an arena
Let's look
show.
it up.
What a fancy pants shit that is.
Where was he last time he played here?
We seen him at the Taft.
At the Taft.
Yeah.
I'm going to look him up
Or
real
actually,
fast.
I don't know if I've seen you or seen him with you, but...
No, we saw Segura.
I've seen Bill Burr like 4 or 5 times.
I just want to see where it is.
Yeah, this is riveting for our podcast listeners that stuck around for an hour to hear us fucking Google where Bill Burr's playing.
Maybe some people want to go to the show.
It's sold out, I'm sure.
October 1st, Bill Burr, Heritage Bank Center.
Jesus, the arena show.
Is that the arena?
All right, well, that's kind of cool for me then. I've seen Bill Burr go through the motions. I seen him at Go Bananas, smallest comedy club in Cincinnati. I seen him at the Funny Bone in Columbus, which is like a little bit bigger than that. Seen him at the Taft, which is the next step up, the theater show, and now I'm going to get to see the arena show for him. So that's kind of cool.
All right, this joke is really offensive and really bad. Like the jokes I told at the beginning, but I'm going to tell it.
Oh, I thought you were already just going to get through with your Jew joke.
Oh, no, that was it.
Okay.
Oh, no, I got a real one.
Okay, let's go.
This little girl's she's like 3 or 4 years old. She's taking a shower with her mom.
Mm-hmm.
And mom's washing her hair and doing all that stuff. And she looks up at, mom's boobs and says, "What are those?" She said, "Those are my breasts, honey." She goes, when will I get those?" She said, "I don't know, when you're about 12, 13 maybe." So a couple days later, she's showering with her dad. Dad's washing her hair. Looks up, sees Dad's dick. "What's that?" "Oh, that's my penis." "Oh, when will I get that?" About 10 minutes after Mom goes to work.
You've told that one before. I like that one, though.
Just so wrong in so many fucking ways.
Yeah, it's awful. That's one of the worst as far as
it
the
is,
actual...
isn't it?
As far as the intent goes, it's really bad. Really, really bad.
But I've been telling moderately clean jokes. I just wanted to pull one out of the gutter.
You got to fuck you?
No. I can come up with one.
Okay.
I do have one.
Okay. I already did mine, kind of.
Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you!
I have a fuck you. You already did one?
Well, not really. I was just... My fuck you or asshole of the week. One of the other was going to be that asshole that did the FBI thing, but then we got into it at the beginning, so I just threw it up.
Okay. My fuck you is a person that I'm not real fond of. I've never really thought he was funny or anything, and that's Pete Davidson. Apparently now, Pete Davidson's really, when he started fucking Kim Kardashian, and fucking Kanye was really bent out of shape, pissed off about it, and they were going back and forth on social media, fucking each other up. And now Pete Davidson's like tough guy.
No, he's not.
What he's saying to the press is, I'm tired of this bullshit. I'm going to just deal with it.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Pete Davidson. You weigh 185 pounds and you're 6'5".
Who's he
You're a
gonna fight?
pussy.
Who's he going to fight?
I guess Kanye.
Kanye's a pussy too, though.
I know. But the whole point is,
He might win that fight.
when you're skinny and like built like a skeleton, don't tough talk on the fucking media. You're not tough. You're a fucking pussy. We've all seen you with your shirt off. You weigh nothing.
Yeah.
Don't get on there and just say, hey, yeah, this is my bitch now. You better quit talking to me or I'm going to fuck him up. Fuck you. You're a fucking little pussy.
Yeah, but I don't know. Could Pete Davidson beat up Kanye? Just straight up, could they? If
Kanye
they fought,
ain't coming alone.
No, but we're not talking about that. I'm just saying, if they were a one-on-one fight, who would win, you think? That's a tough call, because Kanye is not a big guy at all.
No.
He's a little dude. He's, more put together than Pete Davidson, as far as looks like he has a little bit of muscle on his body. But I don't think Kanye's all ripped or anything.
I think Kanye wins that fight.
Kanye does not have the reach advantage. Kanye grew up on the streets. Pete
Grew up in Long Island.
Yeah, I don't know how, his dad was like a firefighter. It's
Here's
just
the
like
way
normal,
I think. If
normal
they ever squared up, Kanye's what's gonna put in Kanye's head is, this guy's fucking my ex-wife and the wife of my children, or the mother of my children, and he get fucking crazy. That's what I think.
They're both kind of nutcases.
They are. I just don't see Pete Davidson as being any kind of physical threat to anybody.
I don't know, but I'm saying the frame is kind of. I don't really judge it on the frame there, because I've seen people built like that are just strong as fuck.
I've seen it too.
You know what I mean?
just
There's
don't think
something about
it's
that
him.
tall, skinny frame where sometimes you're just like, ugh, like I can.
I just don't think it's Pete Davidson.
But I don't think it's Pete Davidson either. I think I take Kanye in a fight also. But then again, I always, if it's a mix-up, I usually take the black guy. Just saying. I don't know why, but that's, if I don't have any other thing to go on, black guy's probably going to win.
That's racist.
Is it?
Yes.
But it's in their favor.
It doesn't matter if it's in their favor or not.
I think most black guys are cool with me thinking that.
You think?
Yeah. Yeah, I did a poll just now. It's fucking done.
But no, he's my fuck you, because I read a thing the other day about him saying, and he was like, I'm tired of this bullshit. Come on, dude.
My fuck you, actually,
Fuck
I just
off.
thought of it right now, is TJ Provo. PJ Provo, whatever the fuck his name is, dude we used to work with.
Yeah, TJ.
Yeah, fuck him. Every time he makes a movie suggestion, it's awful, all right? He said Prey was a great movie. Prey is the new Predator movie that's on the Hulu channel.
Oh, okay.
All right,
Terrible.
So, I like Predator, but as someone else pointed out, I think it's mostly nostalgia that I like Predator. The first Predator was fucking great. Pretty much every Predator they've made since then's been trash.
Yeah, you had Stallone and fucking...
Stallone was not in Predator, but we'll move on.
No, Carl Weathers was.
Yeah, they're nothing alike.
No, but they were both in Rocky, yeah.
Okay. Anyhow, the first Predator was fucking great, especially for its time.
Awesome.
It still holds up as a decent movie. Every Predator since then has kind of been shit, so I don't know why my expectations were high going into it, but everybody said it was
all
good.
they tried to do is make the monster scarier looking, and the Predator in the first one was fucking perfect.
Well, in this one, he was mostly invisible, which I don't like that Predator. I don't like invisible Predator. I do want to see the monster look cool.
Yeah.
Either way, the movie sucked. It was supposed to be the Predator come down to like old-timey America with the Native Americans and such, like before the white man came and sucked.
Okay.
Kind of thing. And the Native Americans all spoke perfect English, and that fucking bothered me right off the bat, because it's like, what the fuck is this? You know what I mean? And then in the end, the fucking little girl beats the Predator. No.
A little girl beat the Predator.
Little girl beat the Predator. I ain't buying it,
Let's shoot it with a bow and arrow,
She was
something
like
real
20,
stereotypical like that.
Yeah, and a fucking, axes and shit like that. It was dumb. Dude, the whole fucking thing was dumb. They had all these CGI animals in them, like bears and wolves, and they all look like fucking garbage.
Thanks,
lions.
TJ.
Why was a lion there? We're in America. When was the lions over here? We got a lion problem in America? Did we back in the day even?
I don't think
lions were ever chilling in America. I could be wrong about that, but either way.
No, I don't think they were.
But either way, the lion looked like trash. You know what I mean? So everything looked like trash.
I don't think we've ever had lions.
I guess mountain lions.
Well, yeah, but that doesn't look like a lion with the big mane. I'm sure that's what you saw.
No, actually, I think it was a mountain lion. Now that I really think about it. Either way, it looked stupid. It was awful. CGI animals. Fuck you, Provo, for recommending a movie, and I should know better. You are the worst movie recommendation guy ever. Like, he's horrible. Fuck you.
Well, guys, this was just us spouting off and venting for an hour and a half, but
Yeah, well, who cares?
that's what we do every week.
Yeah,
We're going to do the heavyweight. Hold on a second. Didn't somebody famous just die? We already knew that.
Yeah, but she's probably not.
Anne Heche.
Anne Heche, yeah, but no one had her.
No one had her.
I mean, Anne Heche.
That was a lot of points.
That's a name pulled out of the past. Anyways, really, anyone that knows her, she was in like 3 movies, and she was
went out
married
with Ellen
and she was
DeGeneres.
married to Ellen for a little while. That's
Yeah.
what I think she really.
Did
got
she
famous.
officially die?
Yeah, I think she died officially yesterday. Or she. Yeah, it didn't.
I
make
heard
any
she
sense.
ran her car
It
into a house.
It said clinically dead. I don't know what that means. Does that mean she's dead or what? What's going on?
They were keeping her in a coma to be an organ donor. They
yeah.
were keeping her alive to give her organs.
Okay, well, I guess that's the thing. Maybe they got the organs and they turned her off.
Yeah, that's all. That's what this is.
Well, sorry about your luck, Anne Heche. I don't really have much opinion about her one way or the other.
I haven't seen her in.
But no one had her in the death pool. No one.
All right, everybody
swung and missed again. All right, guys. Until next time, go fuck yourselves or don't. I don't really care. I mean, I let you guys do what you want. I'm not a very dictator kind of host.
No.
Yeah.
And we were talking about dictators today too. Castro and Kim Jong Un.
Yeah.
That's not us.
That one
hey,
bitch
right
we
in,
used to work
fuckers.
for. All right. See you.
You can kindly fuck off now. Please subscribe and share. Well, you can kindly fuck off now. Subscribe and share.